moved, and now the whole thing is all off. Get off of my chair. I know that's what it is. It's on my chair. Yep, it's on my chair. Okay. Hope everyone's having a great day today. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I did not charge my phone all the way, and I should have charged it before I started, so we should have enough before the live ends, but I just want to make sure and conserve just in case. So today's topic is from stress to success, and understanding that we are branching off of our Purge the Poison series, first of all. And so March is our Purge the Poison. We're understanding the ingredients and what we're doing and how we're self-sabotaging ourselves with these toxic chemicals, these toxic ingredients, all of these additives that we have inside of our food specifically. Because it's not fair that majority of a society does not understand that we're poisoning ourselves, because we have been told to consume these things in moderation, that it's okay in moderation. And we're not told we're not taught to, first of all, be critical thinkers, and we're not told to understand how deep it goes and how in depth it is when you think about the fact that if you are slowly consuming a poisoning for your entire life, consuming a toxic man-made chemical for your entire life, you're never cleansing, you're never detoxing, you're never releasing it because you don't have the healthy habits to do so, you don't know how to do so. It builds up. Regardless if it builds up now, a year from now, 2, 10 years, it's building up. The more you consume, the more it builds up. And as it builds up and you go along, then you develop these illnesses, you develop these diseases, and they try to pinpoint it as it's something that runs in your family. It's something that just happens in life. Instead of pinpointing the fact that it comes from you not eating real food. It comes from you not learning how to detox and cleanse. It comes from you using and doing all these poisonous things in your life and never detoxing, cleansing them, never understanding what they're doing to your body, never finding healthier alternatives, never learning holistic methods for you to be able to heal. And so now you're given a chemical that is called a prescription or a medication, and you put that on top of the chemicals that are going on inside of your body, and you just keep adding on more and more poisons. And so this is really critical for our Purge the Poison series, and understanding that there is no moderation with these things. You have to view these foods the same way that you view your bleach, your Lysol, anything that you're cleaning with, you're wiping down things with. You know that you have to have air filtering throughout your room that you're cleaning in. You cannot have the door closed. You cannot be in the bathroom with no air going through it with the door closed and you're cleaning with bleach, because you know that you're breathing that in, it's toxic to your body, and you will end up passing out breathing it for so long. And so you have to think about it the same way that you're doing to the inside of your body. Your body is not it's not able to release that dangerous chemical that is in the air inside of your body, that is flowing throughout your body, through your bloodstream and everything else, because we have oxygen inside of our body, but it's literally making our body not be able to keep the oxygen, hold on to the oxygen and use it the way that it's supposed to, because it's too busy fighting a dangerous chemical inside of your body. It's too busy fighting toxicity in your body. And this is leading you to disease, because the best way for you to give yourself cancer is to remove the necessary oxygen from your body. Because they were talking about a lot in 2020 when that illness was going around, how the fact that if you have your you have an oxygenator, if you have the little oxygen reader, and if you're going below the normal rate of, I think it was 95 to 90% of oxygen inside of your body, you need to go ahead and rush to the hospital, because then that's a sign that you're having illness. But you have to realize that it doesn't just pinpoint to that one illness that was going on in 2020. That is every single illness. If you have anything going on inside of your body that is making your body fight, and it's not healing, and it's something that you're suffering from a long time, from long term, especially things like cancer, it's taking the oxygen from your body. And either that, you're not absorbing enough oxygen into your body, and that's how you get things like cancer. That's how you develop things like kidney disease and all these other things, because when your body is too busy trying to expel toxins, expel chemicals, and you're not getting enough oxygen in, Everything else is building up. Your body is fighting because your organs need oxygen. Your body needs oxygen to survive. Just like, your lungs breathe in oxygen, but like every other part of your body also needs oxygen. And so this is how you develop heart disease, because your heart is in there working overtime and it's not getting enough oxygen as is. It's like you be trying to breathe and you have one nostril clogged and the other one is it's fine and you're being able to breathe, but that's every single day. And then that one nostril that you have that's open and is allowing you to be able to breathe also has something in it that is making it harder for you to be able to breathe. Like, let's say it has some like kind of clog. Let's just, I was going to say something that may be weird, but let's just say like you have a tissue in your nose. It has enough air for you to be able to breathe in it, but not enough for you to get all the oxygen in. Put that towards what's happening to your body every single day, because your body is not absorbing all the oxygen into your cells because it's too busy trying to use all the oxygen to make all your other organs work more and more. And so we have to get out of that space, and we have to start to realize that everything that we have been taught to believe is false. Everything that we have been taught to believe that is helping our body is harming our body. And we have to make these connections. We have to understand that the lifestyle that we're living is either harming us or helping us. There is no diet that's going to support us. There is no diet culture that's going to get us to where we want to go. There is no pill. There is no... I was trying to think of the other thing that we were doing, that I was talking about. I lost my train of thought because I was going to put it to something, but I don't have the note right here. But there is no pill that's going to help you be able to heal yourself. There is no chemical that is going to be able to make you heal yourself. It's all about getting real foods. It's all about you getting your nutrients. It's all about you understanding the connections between the lifestyle that you're living, the habits that you have, the food that you're eating, the things that you're putting on your body, and how you're either supporting your body or you're harming it. Because if your body is not getting enough oxygen, like I said, you are leading yourself to have cancer if you do not have cancer already, and the cancer feeds off of your body not having enough oxygen. Because if you are at full capacity of oxygen inside of your body, cancer cannot survive. It cannot survive in that state, because when it doesn't have enough oxygen, the toxicity inside of your body can thrive, it can live. And so getting out of the space that these man-made ingredients, these man-made chemicals, all of these toxic ingredients that you're consuming are helping your body, or just something for you to fill your body. Because a lot of people know that this junk is not helping them, but they still think that if I'm hungry and I go fill myself with that, at least I'm getting my belly full. At least I'm getting to treat myself with something that I want. But why not treat yourself with something that doesn't have toxic ingredients that's making you sick? Why not treat yourself with whole foods? And I got this question the other day that somebody asked me, do I feel restricted with the lifestyle that I have? Because they're struggling with that issue of feeling like they're restricted. And that's part of your mindset, because it's one thing for you to understand for you to understand that you have to be disciplined, but there's another thing for you to think that you're restricted, because there is no restriction. It's about what you want to do for yourself. Do you want to be disciplined enough to find an alternative or make an alternative, or do you want to restrict yourself and put a negative connotation on it? Because yeah, people don't like discipline, far as because we put that to society standards of getting in trouble. Being disciplined is that you have to do something that you don't want to do necessarily. But my mindset is disciplined enough to take care of my body because I want to take care of my body. I want to be healthy, and I want to support my body in not developing a disease. So yeah, I will be disciplined. That's how I think of it. I don't think of it as it's something that I don't want to do, but I have to do it, because we like to put that mentality to a lot of things, and it makes us have a negative connotation about it. It makes us not want to do it. It makes us not want to still provide for ourselves. But if you think about discipline as far as you sitting there thinking, I want to be healthy, I want to take care of my body, I want to treat my body like a temple, so I will put discipline to the situation, you won't have the negative connotation to it, thinking that you're restricted to something. And so that comment really had me like, I never thought about the fact that people feel restricted in this lifestyle. Because even if you're not going plant-based, just me sitting there thinking that I want to be a person that's healthier, that was where I started. I wanted to be healthier. I wanted to be somebody who wasn't suffering from all these issues, wasn't developing diseases down the line, wasn't sitting here struggling, and understanding that these questions that I get are me back in the day, but a lot of them I did not relate. I did not relate to a lot of them that I didn't have, in that, if that makes sense. I didn't have a lot of these questions. So I love responding to your questions. And like I say, always, you can always DM me. You can leave me a comment on my videos, or when you're on my lives, you can always leave me a comment on the live, and I will respond at the end of the video. I mean, at the end of the live. And so that made me realize that, like, I never felt restricted in this lifestyle, because I came into the lifestyle with the mentality that I needed, not thinking that I was going to keep this lifestyle for the rest of my life, but I did understand that, like, I wanted to be healthier. And so since I wanted to be healthier, me being disciplined with what I choose to eat starts with me making changes to what I think is healthy, what I think is getting me nutrition, what I think is helping me and allowing me to be taken care of, because it wasn't. I'm mentally fogged. I'm fatigued all the time. I'm dealing with excess bloating, obesity, like all of these things going on, mentally depressed, anxious, sitting here trying to figure out why in the world diet culture is not working for me, stressed out, so stressed out. And when I switched, it was kind of like a relief. Now, there was times where, you know, in the beginning, because there's trial and error always, I didn't understand what the ingredients were going on inside, because I was grabbing things that were labeled as vegan. I thought that I was vegan. I thought that I was going vegan. And I never called myself plant-based, or at least if I did call myself plant-based, I was labeling them as vegan or plant-based. Like, I'm vegan and plant-based. Like, I wasn't saying that I was just plant-based, because now I'm very adamant about telling people that I am plant-based. I do not buy things just because it says vegan on it. Vegan is a completely different story, in my opinion, because people who are vegan, not saying that I don't care about the animals, but it's a circle of life. Animals are going to pass away. Animals are going to die. They're going to get eaten. People believe that being vegan is about caring for the animals. It's about doing this and doing that so that you don't eat meat, so you don't consume any animal products. And that's what a lot of vegans, they provide, their mindset is surrounded about. I mean, what is it? Their mindset is focused on, centered on. That's what I was trying to think of. That's what their mindset is centered on. My mindset is not centered on that, because like I said, that's the circle of life. It just happens. My mindset is centered on and focused on, what do I want for myself? And that's how I started. So that's when I started to realize that, like, I don't relate to vegans. I'm plant-based, because at the end of the day, I care about animals, but I don't care if that animal dies, because that's the circle of life. I feel bad if it's something that's inhumane, but however, far as going out and yelling at people and protesting because they want to eat meat, I'm not going to sit there and do that. If you want to do that, you do that for yourself. I'm not here to convince you any differently. I'm here to let you know what you're doing is unhealthy, what you're doing is not supporting your body, and if you want to get to the place of supporting your body, if you want to be developing healthier habits so that you can heal in your body to be able to stay in a healthy state, then I got you. This is for you. But if you want to eat your animals, if you want to be stuck in the stressful state that you are right now currently, that's up to you too. That's your lifestyle. That's what you want for yourself. But know that you're leading yourself to disease and illness. I got out of the space of being stressed out, thinking that the things that I was doing was thinking that the things that I was doing was giving me the nutrients that I need, that the things that I was doing, the diet cultures and everything else, was going to get me one day to the body weight that I wanted, and not realizing that I was stressing myself out with the lifestyle that I was living. I was not supporting my body. And so when I made that change, that's when I started to see all the success. Now, like I said, it was trial and error in the beginning, understanding. But once I got out of the space of I'm vegan and that every vegan product will support me, because at the end of the day, there's so many vegan products out here. Vegan has been a thing for so long, but now they're starting to come into production for the grocery store. So I'm not sitting here eating a salad looking like a rabbit like a lot of people think. That's how the mindset that I was like, I'm not going to be a rabbit. I'm going to eat whatever I want that is plant-based. I mean, that is vegan, that is labeled as vegan. Then I started to flip the labels around. Got really, really sick from eating things that had eggs in it subliminally, that was labeled as something that I could eat. And in reality, looking back on it, and was like, this is not something that I could eat. Getting sick. And when you bring up the fact that these products can have milk, they can have eggs in them and things like that, and they'll still be labeled because they have loopholes for them to get around with it, the vegan community will jump on you. And I've never seen a community as aggressive as they are in a negative way. Like, it's truly disheartening to see and to know that these people, instead of them wanting to be heartfelt and to love you and to tell you that what you're doing is wrong, or to in a nice kind way, or telling you that like, this is the reason why I live this lifestyle, this is what I do for myself, rather jump on you, rather immediately jump on you and tell you what you're doing is wrong, and how that you're harming animals and all of these things, and all they care about is the animals. And then as soon as you bring up the fact that they're still consuming toxic ingredients inside of their food, they're using these substitutes that are not supporting their body, all they care about is the animals. And I'm like, how can you care about another being, another animal on this earth, but you don't even care about yourself? You're not even using your body as a temple that it is. You're not treating your body like the vessel that it is, the temple, the vessel from God that it is. And so getting out of that space and that mindset, because so many people are conformed. That's the reason why that these labels are here. That's the reason why society puts labels on people, so that you get put in a box and you conform to that box. You don't question anything. You don't renew your mindset. You get put in a box and you stay there. And so I feel like, even though I call myself plant-based, like, there are so many things that I have to check off before I decide that I'm going to put it inside of my body. There are so many different things that I have to discuss and explain to people, and I'm okay with that, because at the end of the day, I'm not stressed out. I see people's distress when I tell them, or when I tell them that I'm plant-based, but I have so much clarity in what I do for myself and what I know for myself. In the immediate 2-minute conversation that I have with somebody explaining what I don't do and why I do it and what I do for myself, they immediately go, oh, okay, I understand. They're like, I've never thought of it that way. I've never tried that. That sounds pretty good. Maybe I would try it one day. Some people even ask me to cook for them. And I'm like, yes, it's really something that's so easy to do. Explaining to them how easy it can be. It removes all the stress of thinking of how to change, the restrictions that come with changing. And so I understand that you have to make the connections to understand that the mentality has to be there first. You have to make the connections mentally for you to feel like that you can do it. And so that's what that question really did for me, is to understand that people stress themselves out in the beginning, whether it's developing healthier habits or becoming plant-based, like I support, or whatever else lifestyle change that they want to make for themselves, because they sit there and they think that it's restricting. They're restricted. There's nothing else that they're going to be able to do. They're not going to be happy. They're not going to be able to go out to eat. They're not going to be able to do these things with their friends. They're not going to be able to do these things with their family members. And it's there are so many solutions to the problems that you're thinking of. The only time you should ever be stressed out is if you're not if you have no access to food. That's the only time you should ever be stressed out. And even then, it's if you have no access to food and you're stressing yourself out, I feel like you're putting more energy to stressing yourself out than actually going to find the food. I don't think there's ever been a time in my plant-based lifestyle that I have been stressed out. There are times that I don't know what I want to eat, but that was in my old lifestyle too. There's plenty of times that I say I don't know what to eat, and I still feel like, even through the I don't want to eat, I know I have food. I'm not even saying I feel like, I know that I have food. I know that there's food accessible to me. There's plenty of food. I just don't want to eat that food. And so now I'm sitting here trying to think of all these ways to make it creative. And usually I do make something creative out of it. Back in the day, I couldn't think of anything creative. My creativity was going out and going to get fast food. That was my creativity, was going out and just going to fast food and getting the same thing over and over again. Now it's I can throw something together and it'd be an amazing dish. And I'd be like, wow, I don't know what made me think of that. Because I literally was sitting there the other day thinking about the fact that I didn't know what I wanted to eat. I was like, man, I don't want to stress myself out about figuring out what I wanted to eat. And so I was like, you know what? I have some taco shells. I was like, I have some quinoa already made. And then I was like, what can I throw in here to make it something? Because I didn't have, my mushrooms were frozen, so I didn't have any mushrooms prepared. I didn't have any chickpeas prepared. So I threw a whole bunch of quinoa in there. I threw some salsa in there. And I chopped up some what are they called? I chopped up some pickles. They aren't regular pickles, but I can't think of what they are. The soaked pickles. I can't think of what they are. But I chopped them up. I put them in there and I dipped them in some hot sauce, and I made me some tacos from that. And when I tell you that was a bomb taco, I ate 4 of them. I ate 2 and midday, and then I ate 2 for dinner because it was that good that I ate it twice. It was so good that I was just like, see what you can do when you just think about the fact that what do you have in your fridge, and what does it sound like what sounds like good to throw together. And so I take the stress out of it and start to lead myself to the thoughts of what can I do for myself, rather than I can't eat this, I can't do this, I can't go out. I think of what can I go get if I really want to go out and eat fast food. What can I go get that will support my body and it won't put me in a distress state, an inflammation state? What can I get out of my fridge and make in that won't make me sit here and be hungry and sit here and make a bad choice? What can I do to make my body get all the nutrition that it needs, fill it up, and to feel good afterwards? Like, it's all about the mentality. It's all about your mindset, because your mental well-being will lead you to the healthy habits. It will keep you in the healthy habits, and it will keep you in the lifestyle that you want for yourself. If you have a negative mindset around it, your mental well-being will be off. So you'll sit here and you'll do anything, and you'll eat anything, you'll consume anything, and then you'll feel bad afterwards, whether it's mentally feeling bad, physically feeling bad, emotionally feeling bad, or all three. You will not feel supported by your own self, and you'll give up the lifestyle. You'll stress yourself out to the point where you'll just say, forget it, I don't even want to do this anymore. And so you have to understand that do not think of this as a restrictive lifestyle. Do not think, whether you're healthy habits or you're being plant-based, do not think of this as a restriction. Put a positive spin on it and think about the fact that we can do this for ourselves. And if you are at that space where you're kind of thinking like, there's no way that I'm going to believe, or how in the world am I going to take the restriction mindset out of it, my masterclass will support you in understanding that you do not have any restriction with this lifestyle, because regardless of whether you're becoming plant-based or you're supporting your body and understanding what you're doing in developing healthy habits for yourself, my Purge the Poison Transformation for Vibrant Living masterclass will support you. We are hosting it at the end of the month, and I want you to understand that, like, mindset is first, and then understanding the toxic poisons inside of your food is second. Now, getting in the mindset and the mind frame, this live right here and the previous lives that we have hosted, that I have hosted, will truly support you in understanding and getting that space. And then this masterclass will dive deeper into that, as well as giving you strategies, and then it's giving you strategies into purging the poison from your life, because you'll understand why they're harmful for you and why the pessimistic mindset is harmful for you, and then getting into the optimistic mindset that will support you. And then understanding why it's so important for you to switch, what switches you need to make for yourself, and then the new vision that you want for yourself, visualizing what you want for yourself. Getting into the lifestyle that you want starts with visualization. And we had a visualization live that you can go check out, but this will be diving deeper into visualization, giving you the strategy to understanding what goals you want for yourself, what kind of health you want for yourself, what healthy lifestyle. Do you want to live disease-free? You want to have energy? You want to live longer, or have a longer life? Because I always say this, I'm not God. I can't read his mind. I can't read his mind. I can't tell the future. But you are making your death date, you're making your time to leave this earth closer and closer by the habits that you have, because you are poisoning yourself. You're putting a toxic spin on your life. So rather than doing that to yourself, why not make sure that you're doing everything that you can to enjoy the life that you're living? Make sure your body is healthy so that you can prolong your life as long as you're supposed to be here, rather than shortening it, because a lot of us are shortening it. All these people getting illnesses and diseases, cancer, younger and younger. They're shortening their lifespan. And it's like, you don't have to do this for yourself. Why do you keep poisoning yourself by your actions and your habits? Like, make change. Stop stressing yourself out about thinking about making change, and start stressing yourself out actually making the change. And then when you start to see the successes, you'll positively reinforce yourself, and you'll start to understand that it's not a stressful situation, that you want this for yourself, and you will make that change for yourself. And so understanding that masterclass, Purge the Poison, will support you in understanding what you're going to do for yourself, so as far as making changes with your food, understanding the poisons in it, why you need to get out of the pessimistic mindset, get into the optimistic mindset around the food that you're consuming, around the lifestyle change that you want, whether it's healthier habits or you becoming plant-based, and then getting the visualization for yourself. What do you want for yourself? Do you want a healthier future? Do you want a disease-free life? Do you want to sit here and make sure that you are energetic and vibrant every single day? What do you want for yourself? Go grab the ticket to that masterclass, because you truly will support yourself in that masterclass. And if you're just like, I really want to know about the toxic poisons, because I have a Purge the Poison ebook. Like, I just want to know, like, what is going in my food? What is going on? My ebook goes over the common poisons that are inside our food, the common toxic poisons that are listed in the ingredients and that we need to purge from our life. Because starting to read your labels and understanding what you're reading and knowing that it's a toxic chemical and what it's doing to your body will make you less likely to not consume it. It will make you put it back and not buy it. Find an alternative, because there are plenty of alternatives. You just have to find them. And if there is no alternative on the shelf, you need to make it yourself. As simple as that. There are plenty of people out here who make their own food. They bake their own goods, and they don't complain. Like, they don't complain. And it's not the lack of time. It's not the lack of stress that puts into it. It's, do you want this for yourself? Because even when I was sitting there working my 9 to 5, working a job that I did not like, stressed me out every single day. If I wanted a dessert, if I wanted something and they did not have it on the shelf, I was going to figure out a way to make it. It will be in my spare time. You just have to make it. You have to make it work, and not in a stress like, oh my goodness, I have to make this work. But rather, okay, so you know that on Friday, you have a short day on Friday. That means you can go home and you can make yourself a dessert, and then you prep a dessert, you prep a meal, and you make it enough for 3 to 4 days or however long. Because some people don't like eating leftovers. I don't mind. And then on Tuesday, you have shorter days too. It's a less stressful day on Tuesday. Tuesdays just seem like they're slower. Then on Tuesdays, after the weekend or however long you've been eating, or you've prepped yourself a snack or a dessert, Tuesday's another great day for you to go on ahead and make you a dessert, make you a meal or whatever, and prep it for the next couple of days until it's back on Friday. And you have a set schedule now. Take the stress out of it and lead yourself to success by setting you up a successful schedule for yourself, setting yourself up with successful habits. A healthy lifestyle starts with you making things easier for yourself. Stop stressing yourself out and make things easier for yourself. That is how you support yourself. That is how you allow yourself to be in a space of no longer stressing about a change in your life, no longer stressing about the lifestyle that you want for yourself, but haven't started to implement, but rather get you to the space of implementing things so that you can be successful, because you deserve that. Your body is a temple and it deserves that. That you need to renew your mind, just like it says in Romans 12, that every single day that we need to not be conformed to this world, but daily renewing our mind, because the Most High is our God. The Most High has given us a temple to take care of. So are we taking care of it and allowing it to heal, or are we harming it and not allowing our body to heal because it's designed to heal? That is your choice. Do you want to heal and not be suffering from inflammation, disease, wasting away like it says in Scripture in Leviticus? Or do you want to be living here accepting and understanding and following his ways and his commands, getting his riches and his glory from that, getting his forgiveness, being protected, being guided, and being shown the way that life is supposed to be? Or do you want to be wasting away every single day? Because we have been put here with everything that we need to heal, everything we need to thrive and to be energetic and to be vibrant. But it's about going and taking action to go get that. Because if we're not taking action to go get that, then we are literally self-sabotaging ourselves. Because he has put us here with everything that we need. He gives us so many different blessings, but we have to stop self-sabotaging first. So that is just up to you. What do you want for yourself? So take yourself from that stressful state and give yourself the tools to be successful. And this masterclass that is happening at the end of the month will support you in doing that. It is 111. If you want to be in a successful state, you have to understand how to transform your lifestyle to vibrant living. You have to understand the transformation. And purging poison from your life, starting with what you're intaking, with the food that you're putting inside of your body, is going to get you to that space. But you have to want that for yourself first. Nobody can make you want transformation. Nobody can make you change. If you want to be healthy, if you want change, you will go get it. So I truly hope that this live has supported you. I'm going to hop off because I'm getting hungry. Like I said, always, if you have any questions, leave me a comment at the bottom of my videos. Leave me a comment on this live. It's going to be posted on YouTube, or you can DM me. I hope you have an amazing, amazing day, and go out and enjoy the weather, because now it's getting back to the good beauty weather that I truly love. I love it being warm outside. I hate it being gloomy and very, very cold and just, I hate that weather. So I'm happy to be back in the the kind of vibrant weather. The sun isn't completely out today, but it's at least looking decent. The birds are out there chirping. So go enjoy the outside. I know I am. I'm probably going to take my dog on a walk soon, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your day.